7. That's a 7. Yeah, I'll make it a tough 7. There we go. Now it's tough. All right, solution. I knew this guy in the military once, and he always had his 7s like that. So, okay. So first thing.
Is that why they're tough?
Yeah, I don't know. He was tough. So he was in the army. So this is m squared plus 3m plus 2 equals 0. That's the first step, right? Oh, I erased it, but that's the first step. You do that first, right? So, and you find your y, your yc. Oh, this factors. M plus 1. I like variation of parameters. And then you have a product equal to 0, set each piece equal to 0, so you get two answers. You get -1 and -2. So we have two separate answers, -1 and -2. Okay, so that's going to give us two distinct real roots. That gives us two e's, I mean, because we have two distinct real roots. So y sub c is c1 e to the -x plus c2 e to the -2x. Yeah, this stuff is really cool. Wish we had time to do like 5 of these. I mean, this is really fun. And then now, because we have to use the formulas, I guess, I forgot what step 2 was, but, oh, put in standard form was step 1. That was done. This is step 2. Okay, so now I'm gonna write down y1 and y2. So y1 is e to the -x, y2 is e to the -2x. I'm doing that because we have to compute the w's next. So basically, you make sure there's a 1 here. There will be in every single problem except the last one in the homework. You do this, you get this, and then you have to focus on getting this. So now you just take derivatives. So when you take the derivative of e to the -x, what are you going to get out front? Yeah, -1. Be really careful. Take your time. This will be the very last question on your test, always. I put it at the end because I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, that's y prime. Good, Anna. Yep. No, it's good. No, it's good. You sure? No, it's good. It's good. No shame.
It's okay.
No, Anna, it's good.
I feel like that's like a problem starting.
Oh, right. So it shouldn't count. Oh, triple points. I'm kidding. Okay, so the y2 prime. What prime? -2 e to the negative. Thank you, Anna. No, it's good. It's important. I make that mistake every semester probably with the primes. It's
bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. Yeah.
You probably missed some of them already.
Yeah, there's mistakes in my notes and stuff. Okay, so now we can compute the w's. Okay, so the first w is just the Wronskian of v. So that's why we needed this for the Wronskian. So w is the determinant of this and this. So we have e to the -x, e to the -2x. And then we have this and this. So negative e to the -x, -2 e to the -2x. So we have that. That's our w. And then you do this times this minus this times this. Right? That's the rule. So when you multiply these, you add the exponents. So it's going to be -2 e to the -3x. And then minus this times this. That's going to be plus. Yeah, it's going to be plus e to the -3x. I zoned out. Thank you. Yeah, these. Yeah, I was thinking about something else. So this is equal to negative e to the negative. I was thinking like if we don't get to review the worksheet, I have a video and I'll show you where it is, and it has all the solutions to the worksheet. And I'll post the one from last time, assuming it turned out okay, but I'll post it anyways. So, but I do have one already that shows, you know, that worksheet we did? Because that's on your test, that worksheet. The worksheet from last time, remember last time?
So it's going to be a part that's just going to be the substitutions?
Yeah, just the form of YP. Remember what we did last time with the form of YP? Yeah, you'll have a question like that.
Is that like the initial and something else thing? Where you write initial and then
Yeah, I have a video of that. So I know it's hard, right? I know. So if we don't get to review it, we might get to review it. We might. We go on this cross. Believe. Now we got to do W1. So W1. So we replace the first column with 0 f of x. So this beautiful thing is our f of x, right? So it's 0 and this. So it's No, it's not that bad. It gets worse. So 7 plus c, sorry, I can't wait. It does get worse. So replace the first column, and then you have, it's good though, it's good. This is a good problem. I picked this one because this one has the hardest integral in the homework. Yeah, it has the hardest integral. This problem has an integral that, even if you got an A in Calc 2, you might not know how to do it. You'd be like, what? It's like, what's going on? So this times this is 0 minus this times this. So it'd be 0 minus e to the negative 2x over 7 plus e to the x. Yeah, so I'm going to write it again. W1, I'm going to put it in a box, is negative e to the negative 2x over 7 plus e to the x. And I'll put that in a beautiful box. There we go. Good stuff. Did I do that right? Yeah, I think so. This times this is 0 minus this times this. Any questions so far? Any questions on any of the steps? Okay. All right. Now we have to find W2. So let's see what happens there. So W2 is the same, except we replace the second column. So W2. So we keep the first column. So e to the negative x, negative e to the negative x. And we replace the second column. So 0 and f of x. 0 and then 1 over 7 plus e to the x. And then same thing, this times this minus this times this. This times this is just going to give us e to the negative x over 7 plus e to the x. And minus 0, because it's this minus this. Right, because it's this times this minus this times this. So W2, I'm going to write it again and put it in a box. E to the negative x. And again, after class, you're totally encouraged to take pictures of my notes. I have full solutions to all of the homework. I worked out all of these. And they're so long, that's why I never threw them away. In my Calc 1 class, I just throw away the homework. I just, I don't keep it, or I can do a limit. But this, I didn't, it's just so long. So, yeah, just throw it all away. When I used to study, when I was in school, I would do problems fast. Like I would train for speed, and I would throw them away. Like I would work out derivatives and just crumble them up and throw them in the corner of the room and just, speed. Yeah, it's really obsessive, right? It's like,
Should we build a fire for like the end of like...
oh, that's so good. Yeah, like burn them all. Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. Okay, so W1, W2, I have a fire pit. So yeah, okay, I built it. I do it in front of my house. So we're here. Now we got to compute the U's, right? So U1 and U2. So U2. It's a band. I used to always say that. And then I think that people didn't know what it was, so I stopped saying it.
Oh, wow, that's sad.
Yeah. I haven't listened to U2 in a long time. So I should listen to that on the way home, maybe. So W1 over W. So let's see. W1 is this. So we're dividing by W. Maybe I shouldn't. So we're dividing by W, so we're multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to write it like that. So this is equal to 1 over negative e to the negative 3x times, I should have skipped some steps here, but I didn't because I'm weak.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Whoever said that, John D.
It was me.
Oh, who was it? Oh, good, Nick. Yeah, you're welcome. So that's a D. So I didn't skip any steps. Basically, we're dividing by this. I wrote it like this. Yeah, it's probably better that I didn't. Yeah. So now I don't mess up either. So we're dividing by this. I'm multiplying by the reciprocal.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you see it? So negative and negative is positive. This thing comes upstairs. And when it does, you add the exponents. So you get 3x plus negative 2x.
So don't send the other one downstairs.
So you can just keep it up, but you gotta get rid of the negative.
Yep.
Wow, that's horrible.
Hardcore. So I skipped some steps. So what happened there? Magic. So I'll do it up here. So basically it became negative e to the 3x times negative e to the negative 2x over 7 plus e to the x. And then these cancel, they become positive, and then you add the exponent. And that gives you e to the x.
Will this be good for U sub?
Yeah, this is good for U sub. Yeah. let's do it. I'll show the work. If you don't show the work on this, I'll assume you can do it in your head because you're a pro for this one. Not for the other one. The other one's too hard. So 7. Most humans can't do the other one in their heads. I can't. Well, now I can maybe, but it's because I know
The other one.
the U2. U2 is really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they go pretty hard.
Yeah. I remember U2 when I was a little kid. Those guys, I was like this big, and U2 was around. So e to the x dx, that's our du. I mean, U2's been out forever. Since what? U2? No, U2's been out since like the 80s. Yeah, Bono's like 100 years old. No.
They made an album that they just gave it to everyone on iTunes.
Oh, really?
I hated that so
The
much
problem
because you
was-
couldn't delete it.
And it automatically downloaded into
That's
your
how I
And so
found
it
out
was just
about
memory
YouTube.
that you couldn't use.
Talk about advertising. Yeah. Oh, it takes up your memory on your phone?
free for
Yeah,
everyone.
I had a
I still have
4S. I
it.
couldn't afford that memory loss.
Oh, wow. Don't worry about the plus C, okay? That's funny. That's funny. I don't have an iPhone. I need to get a new phone. You can drop the absolute value here because it's positive already. Don't worry about the plus C.
Why not? Oh, 'cause it's gonna combine later.
Yeah, because remember, you're going to multiply it by y1. It gets absorbed into the other constants and stuff. Yeah, I don't have an iPhone. I've never had any Apple products. I'm thinking about getting one. So, thinking about joining the dark side.
I heard Razer's making new smartphones that flips. I thought they were pretty cool.
I've never heard of that. So there's our U1. All right, now we got to find U what? 2. U2. So U2. So it'll be W2 over W. Now I'm thinking about phones. DX. So W2 is, where is it? Oh my God, here it is. Here's W2. Right, so it's this divided by W. So I'll write it the same way as I did last time. So 1 over negative e to the negative 3x times e to the negative x over 7 plus e to the x dx. So it's that. So it's 1 over that. Same thing, right? So I'm going to come over here so you can see it better. So U2, this comes up, and this is going to basically give us negative e to the 2x. Right? Is that right? Because you add it. And then 7 plus e to the x. This is the hardest integral in the homework, I think. There's other hard ones. I mean, like, oh my God, you said it was this. I mean, it's DE. Like, there's no holding back. I mean, there's no trig sub. So that's good. So that's not there. There's a couple ways to do this. You could just make like a U sub. You could let U equal the bottom piece and like reverse engineer it. That's okay. I don't think it's as elegant. I'm going to show you another way to do it. What is it?
Take out the e to 2x.
Almost. Take out, yeah, you know that's the right approach. I was like, oh, Matthew, you know. Pull out the e to the x. So I'm going to do the scratch work down here without the integral sign. So watch this. Basically, you do this. You write it like this. Let me pause here. See what we did? Same thing, right? E to the x times e to the x is e to the 2x. And then you say, okay, it would be really nice if it was e to the x plus 7. So what do? Well, you just put it there, because you can do whatever you want, as long as you fix it later. It's really beautiful. We do this a lot, especially in the third test. We'll be doing some more integrals like this. So everyone sees it's the same thing. And then these cancel. 1 minus 7 over, what a great marker. This must be a different marker because it's like rejuvenated.
Probably a different change market.
No, well, if you lick it, then it comes back. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Oh, when I was a little kid, yeah, it shocks you. When I was a little kid, I got shocked with the thing there, the outlet. So we're good now. So now you distribute this. Ah, what's that going to become? A positive. Good, Renee. 7 e to the x. What for what?
The negative 7 over 7. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because you multiply it through by the negative dx.
So see, that's negative and negative is positive.
Can you go over again.
This?
Yeah, since you got it out of the.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do it again. Can I do it again? Erase it? Oh, it's too late. Okay, so basically, so you do this, and you do this, like this. It's the same thing. And you say, okay, I wanna simplify this, so what do I do here? So I'm gonna add a 7, and then take away a 7. But then you just don't, but you take it away over here.
Put it in separate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful, right? It's like if you have x over x plus 2, you say, I don't want to use long division, I don't want to use synthetic division, and I don't want to use u sub, so I'm going to be lazy and just do this.
It's still just simplifying, right? You haven't,
Yeah, we're still just simplifying.
You haven't got an integral yet.
Same strategy. Same strategy. Really powerful stuff. Like dark magic. Okay, so now we're going to integrate this thing. And we can do these integrals pretty easily. This is going to be integral negative e to the x dx plus this one. So plus, I'm going to leave the 7 in. I'm not even going to do the u sub for this one. I'm just going to show you how to do it mentally. So this first one, when you have e to a number times x, you just divide by the number. So like it's e to the negative x divided by negative 1. You can do that in math. So this will be e to the negative x, because we're dividing by negative 1. And in this one, it's what Urash was saying earlier. It's like a u sub. In fact, we did it over here, didn't we? Same thing. So this is going to be plus 7 ln, and we can drop the absolute value because 7 plus e to the x is positive. So that is u2. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put the u2 here and squeeze it in like that. Beautiful. So this integral here, this problem has been on test before, and people have gotten stuck on this part. Like there's been semesters where like I don't do this one in class, but because it's on the old test, so I'm like, oh, go over the old test, and then I put it on the test. It's like, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of time to go through this question on your own. It takes, considerable amount of time. Any questions so far on this problem? I know the time, right? All right, now we got to find yp. We got to be careful. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this board. So yp, I know, right? I know, we're just getting started. No, that was the worst part. But there's a tricky part at the end of this problem. But before we go further, though, let me just pause because I see people still writing, so I'll wait. What's this? I'll read this while you all write. Yeah, brand new pamphlets. Oh, I know her. Yeah, that's Michelle. She's the president of the math club. Yeah. Wow, I feel important. I know someone on the pamphlet. Like it's. Any questions on any of the steps? Please ask. This is it. Like. This one. This. Oh.
Yeah, that negative came out.
Oh, thank you, Sarani. Oh my God. Oh, I feel so bad, Sarani. Oh, yes. So it's gone. Yes. Thank you, Sarani. Wow. Thank you. I'm glad I paused. That's a bad mistake. We would have gotten to the end. You would have typed it in. It would have been like, oh, it's wrong. I know, right? Thank you.
Over the problem.
I know.
Start all over.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you, Sarani. So worth it. Like, that was like the most worthy point of the day. Huh? I think you all have got like 8 total. Yeah. How many do you have from last time? Like 6, 7, 8? Okay. I'll probably just give them to the whole class. Is that okay? Can I just make them all like entire class points? Yeah, that's what I did last time. Like Rafael had the most last time. I'm like, I'm just gonna share it. So,
I thought that's just what we do.
I have a bunch of names written down. Everyone okay with this? I messed up here. I'm sorry. So that's yeah. Okay, let's find yp now. So yp, we gotta be careful. Yp is u1 y1 plus u2 y2. Okay, yp is u1 y1, u2 y2.
Well, we have all that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? So u1 is here. It's this. So it'll be, yeah, we have all that stuff. We do, yes. So it's ln well, I can come down here. So it's ln 7 plus e to the x. And then y1 is here, e to the negative x. Be really careful at the end. Like, there's still some work to do. And when you think you're done, you're not. You'll see what happens in this problem. And then u2 is way over here. That's the one I had messed up. Negative e to the x plus the 7. So plus negative e to the x plus 7 ln 7 plus e to the x. Wow, ridiculous. And then y2 is e to the negative 2x. Thank you, yep. Let's keep going. Let's distribute it, okay? On your test, it will say, yeah.
Did you mess it up again?
Did I mess it up again?
Negative.
God. It's okay, no, it's good. It's good. I did it on purpose, Renee, to help you. So, because, you know, I care. You're welcome. I'm glad you caught it. No, I did it on purpose. No, I didn't. I would never mess up on purpose. I'm not one of those people, no. It's got to be real. All right, let's distribute. You can't distribute that, right? So I'm just going to put that in the front, okay? So, wow. This times this, so you're going to add the exponents here. So it'll be negative, oh, here it is, e to the what? Negative x, there it is, there it is. Now it's right, because you add, right, x plus negative 2x. Yes, I know, right? Plus 7 e to the negative 2x, ln 7 plus e to the x. So there is yp. And you may say, oh, now you just add it to yc. Yeah, but we won't be done after that. There's still another step. So on your test, it will, nope, but it will say simplify, and it'll be in bold. It'll say simplify as much as possible, if possible. So you'll see what I mean. It's a really key step. It's coming up.
Is this problem also separated by parts and stuff?
No, it just says solve
Where does it say simplify?
at the beginning of the question.
Oh.
I'll say it in bold. I'll put it in bold. Yeah. It'll say solve using variation of parameters, simplify if possible. It'll say it in bold. I know. Finally.
Why?
Equals yc plus yp. So that means that y equals c1 e to the negative x plus c2 e to the negative 2x plus e to the negative x ln 7 plus e to the x. Talking like a phone, like those phone voices. Minus e to the negative x.
You ever want to do it this way rather than
Huh?
who would rather do this way than what we were doing before with the derivatives and whatnot?
Oh, I know, right? But sometimes you can't do it the other way. Right? In this case, we couldn't do it with the other method. Right? The other method only works for e sine and cosine. Here we had a fraction with an e. Remember, it was 1 over 7? Yeah, we had no choice. Yeah, this is like not something you would prefer to do. So that is not the final answer. No, we're not done. Yeah, simplify it. So here's the thing. So you see some common terms here. You see this and this. They're the same. So I'm going to do it over here. Check this out. If you have c1 e to the negative x minus e to the negative x, what could you factor out here? Yep. This is a really important technique.
C1 minus 1.
C1 is arbitrary. You don't know what it is. It could be any number. You're subtracting 1, so you still don't know what it is. So you just call it something else. We've already used C2, so you just call it C3. So you don't have to show this work. I just wanted to show it to you so you see how to do it. But because they're the same, so you just do this. So say, hey, you know, I'm going to take these two. I'm going to call that C3. So C3 e to the negative x plus, and then that's it. You can't do anything else. Plus C2 e to the negative 2x plus e to the negative x ln 7 plus e to the x plus 7 e to the negative 2x ln 7 plus e to the x. And that would be the final answer to the problem.